what's up, everybody? This is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. I know y'all could be anywhere, doing anything, talking to anybody else, but I appreciate those that are here with me tonight. This is SP Hustle Hard for the Rec Room, and you already know, we in the building. We gonna get right to it, right to it. First and foremost, I would like everybody to like, subscribe, and share. So we're gonna start right off. He did this thing. You can't knock him. Can't knock his hustle. Can't knock his hustle. You can say what you want. Everybody have their own opinion and their beliefs. But what that man did the last 3 nights was, man, like, yo, was serious. And he wasn't up there moving like someone in his 50s. Real talk. Because a lot of people I seen get up there, they be short winded, falling asleep on stage, like real talk. Like y'all know who they are, but we ain't gonna get into all of that. But yeah, he did his thing. The last 3 nights, like let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Let's get to it. We're gonna get right to it because you're not understanding me right now. You're not understanding what happened, what went down these last 3 nights, like the Reasonable Doubt 30th anniversary. First, let's kick it off with that. How he dropped, you know, the 30th anniversary for Reasonable Doubt, came back, was a disc album, all that, a disc and an album with a little bit of a sprinkle, a little bit something new, here and there. For those that know that went out there and grab it, hey, and what I'm gonna tell you, this was history. This was music. This was a masterpiece that was happening and playing out. And yeah, I know, and I expect a lot of, you know, younger generations not to understand it because sometimes, when you talk and you address things, only grown people can understand, and not even all the time grown people understand that. Sometimes they may not get it. But to say, listen, he sold out 3 nights. 3 nights. Like real talk. 3 nights. And I can't even understand, you know, the little chitter chatter. But like I said, everybody have their opinion on what happened and what he's doing and what he did. And he addressed that. And that is true, but we're gonna get to that later. So night one, he had to bring out wifey. He had to start it off with a big bang. For the killer bees and all that. He started with Beyonce, his wife, hands down. Then he came out with Nas. They did a joint together. Dead President, The World Is Yours, New York State of Mind. Yo, like, come on, man. And these was two people lyrically went at each other and was able to set things aside later on down the road, come together and do this. And that's not to say they didn't and they haven't been on stage before any of this, but yeah, look at it. Run it back, run the tapes back. Yes, see it. Yes, see it. That thing was crazy. Yankee Stadium was rocking. It was off the hinges. It was serious. And for Nas to be on that platform with him, and everybody always want to kick up and always want to try to rekindle something that's behind these men. So yeah, we're gonna start with that. Like, yo, that's day one. Then he came out with Alicia Keys. Oh my God, that was one of his top, joints. New York, Empire State of Mind. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? New York, concrete jungles where dreams are made of. You, like real talk, like I don't, that thing though. That's just like I said. That's day. That's night one. Night one, fire, fire, more fire, more fire, more fire. Listen, so he came out with his daughter, and the way she played that piano, like she did her thing. Like she did her thing. Like she played that piano for feeling it. Blue, you definitely on your way. You on your way. Stay focused. Stay focused. You are on the way. This young girl got up there with her father and played the piano for feeling it. And she did a good job. I mean, I think it was better than the original. Real talk. That thing, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. That was serious. Of course, he's going to come out with Memphis Bleak. That's his youngin. That's his boy. That's his homie. That's his friend. That's who he, started this with. So of course he's going to come out with him. Of course he was, brought out for this situation with him, and you can't knock that. You can't knock that. Like real talk. You can't knock that. That's his peoples. That's his folks. Of course, he lined it up like that. But the biggest I think that really was like, yeah, now that's love. That's real respect right there too. Even though these two had, little differences, and this person was, known for saying certain things and feeling some type of way. Maybe rightfully so. I don't know. But this guy, to see him on stage with Hove was a good moment. Was a statement right there, and that's Jazzo. Big shout outs to Jazzo, his mentor, the one that really, introduced the world to this guy right here, Hove. Real talk. The one that introduced the world to him, to Hove, Jay Z. Yeah, and that was a big look. That right there was a good look, and I commend him for doing that. Um, I'm assuming that they worked out the situations, because I don't think this would have ever happened like that if it didn't. But to see them both on the stage after so many years of a little of this, a little of that, a little back and forth here, a little back and forth there, and yeah, and to see them both on stage right now, that's saying something. That's speaking volumes. That's really saying something. Real talk. That's really saying something. Also, so night two, night two, night two, night two. More fire, more fire, more fire. Came out with Slick Rick. Mm, the rulers back. They did the rulers back. Yeah. Slick Rick still got it, still doing his thing, still pulling up, coming through with the chunky chunk chains on. Yeah, you know, that's his thing. But this next person he bought out, like really, like, come on, you get like, whoa, like real talk. And again, this guy right here is one of those that people would always try to rekindle, or not even rekindle, because it was never. a dispute or a back and forth like that between them. But with this person, they always wanted to see something, some goofiness, but it didn't occur that way. And this guy was Eminem. Came out, they did Renegade live, like that thing was crazy, crazy. Like real talk, that thing was crazy. Night two, yeah, yeah. I mean, night one was lit. Night two was definitely lit. With Pharrell too coming out, yeah, joined them. 5 songs they did, 5. Definitely, yeah. Excuse me, Miss. In front, yeah, they did that. They did that, and a lot of people, a lot of stars was in the building too, showing love. A lot of stars, a lot of stars was in the building, showing love. That was night two. They was in the building night one, night two, night yeah, yeah, yeah. They was in the building. They was definitely in the building. You know what I mean? And then we had to go into extra innings. You know, career spanning finale type type situation here. Like a full scale celebration. This one right here, the last night. The last night. Like, come on, man. It's in play right now, man. It's in play. Let me run it back down. This is just right now, like Beyonce, Nas, Alicia Keys, Blue Ivy, Carter, Memphis Bleak, Jazzo, Slick Rick, Eminem, Pharrell. And that may not sound like or may not have that ringtone to a lot of other people, but to some, obviously it did. Obviously it did because they bought them tickets, got their money's worth, and came to see a real performance, a live performance, lyrically live, serious, serious. And now I'm not even going to hit the gears right quick, but what I'm going to say is, you have a lot of people that were saying this, and I know you see it on these platforms this week. This kills me is that you have all these platforms saying, "Oh, he couldn't sell a ticket. Oh, he's struggling. Oh my God, are you killing me with the bull crap?" People, fact check these people that be on these platforms just doing it for clickbait. Just doing it. They just doing it for clickbait. They, yeah, they just want to ride with something. And the thing is, you can say Jay Z this, Jay Z that, or speak about his wife. And yeah, some people going to chase it and start going back and forth with you about it and saying this and saying that. And these people just be saying things just to say. And to talk about the situation where he freestyle talking about how people talking about boycotting him or boycotting Target, but yet you are not boycotting all these other situations that left DEI. So if we're going to stand on business and talk about we're going to boycott this and boycott that, and we ain't going to do this, and we pro black this, miss me with that. Miss me with that. Now, I wouldn't mind if it was we boycotting Target, we boycotting Amazon, we boycotting this, we boycotting all this. You know what I mean? All this that, yeah, they don't want to exclude us or buy from us. Yeah, we ain't gonna, yeah. But no, 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 no. We wanna we wanna look for a weak link in the chain. That's a good game plan. Yeah, I like it. But at some point we gotta go across the whole board. Because when you're dealing with a certain group or ethnicity that spends more than others and only own, if that, 1% of the wealth, is still able to spend more, like like we should be able to stand on business and be like, yo, we ain't buying here, we ain't buying here, we ain't buying here until you change this here, change that there, and put this over here. No, we just want to, yeah. But it's not going to work like that because yeah, you have people with it and not, like we selective here. We are really being selective. And like he was saying, you got these people with the Twitter thumbs, saying this and saying that. Like, come on, man. Miss me with that, man. Miss me with that, man. Like, make it make sense. And the crazy part is this man doesn't talk about the things he have done. All people got to do, I'm not even going to mention it. Nah, I ain't going to get into all of that. Just Google it. Just Google it. Yeah, just Google it. You don't believe me? Just Google it. Just fact check all that. See what he's done. Not just him, his wife too. You want to talk. You want to say this and say that. And again, I get it. I get it. I understand. Speak on this, say that. You get a couple of dollars. I understand. Okay, that's what it is. But if you're going to speak on something, speak on facts. Dress the whole situation. Don't just give your point of view. Give the whole broader picture so everybody can formulate their own opinion instead of just shooting negative. Because when you keep drilling somebody with some negative stuff, of course they're gonna be like, "Yo, this guy's bad. This guy, this, that." And from what I've seen, it's more of us. Always, it's always been like that. But yeah, it's more of us down in us. Yeah, it's always us. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, that thing, yo, listen, man. And tonight is the last night. So yeah. And it's going out with a bang. Going out with a bang. Definitely going out with a bang. So all y'all that want to speak on this and oh, he's too old to do this, nobody ain't listening. Oh, when was he hot? Like when bro, like like what? What what some of y'all saying is not really making sense. Because if he wasn't, why is he where he is today? With the grand number one, like do the research, look. And nobody don't listen to it here, nobody don't listen to it there. Come on, come on. I understand. I understand. I understand. You like who you like. You ride with a certain individual, and I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah. I listen to other artists besides him, and yeah, I believe some artists make good music just like he do. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, yeah. But me personally, I like to listen to good music with good lyrics, not just something. Yeah, nah, nah. I check for the lyrics. Like a lot of people, especially the young generations, they don't care about that. They just want to hear something with a good kicking, banging beat, and blah, 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 yeah, and that's it. That's it. As long as it brings you got a good hook, a catchy hook. Yeah, you win there. Especially if you talk about scamming and all this other extra stuff. Yeah, yeah. That's going to resonate with a lot of people. That's definitely going to check a lot of boxes for a lot of people. A lot of people. But again, I want to say that the 30th anniversary, reasonable doubt, serious. And to all those that was saying this and saying that, oh, he can't sell, he's struggling to sell, he ain't good, he ain't relevant. Okay, okay, all right, he's not. All right. I mean, he proved you wrong, but okay, all right, it is what it is. And yeah, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that's where we at with it. So moving right along. Oh man. But first, let me give you my final opinion on this. everybody can say what they want, feel how they want, but at the end of the day, this man put in play his career, further it more than a lot of people in his field that came from where he came from and did the same thing, but wasn't able to crack that next step or to reach that next plateau, which he was, and to come from where he came from. So I commend him. Commend him. Got to. Flowers to him, flowers to his family, and that's what it is. So, like, yeah, let's get right to this now. LeBron. So, to my understanding, we're gonna get right into this NBA situation with LeBron. LeBron is up there. He's really up there, but he's still a threat. He's still a problem. He's still good. He's still got it. And I believe, to my understanding, it's really only two teams. It's really only two teams that got a good opportunity to land. I'm gonna say three. No, I'm gonna say three. I'm gonna say three. Three teams. Really two, but I'm gonna add the extra team, and I'm gonna tell you why. Philly, New York, and Miami. Philly, New York, and Miami. I really believe those are the only three teams that stand a chance, one, to really come out of the East. Not taking nothing from Boston, even though they messed up. I don't know what they was thinking about by trading, by getting Jalen Brown, Paul George, cut it out. Like what the? You really must have hated it. You really must have hated him to accept that for Paul George. Like y'all really, I don't know what you was thinking, but hey, and you feel the other guy. I forgot his name. That probably can do better. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. But but the only three teams that I see is Philly, New York, and Miami. That standard that really, and he's willing to set the league minimum for whatever team. He's not even the crazy part and the good thing, he's not even caring about the money at this point. I mean, he already good. He already cooking. He's good. He's good. He's not really caring about the money. Nah, he's not. He's not. He's not. The money situation is not what he's chasing right at this moment. He's not worried about that. But what I think is that the only team that I really think he can really make some noise. I mean, all three of them, but I don't really see him going back to Miami. I'm gonna say that. I just threw that. That was one of the teams I threw in there. I don't see him going back to Miami. Too many, yeah, too many big heads down there. Pause. Too many, yeah. And I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Philly, but I don't really see Philly really doing it because he can't stay healthy. You can't get a full season out of him. You can't get him to play. One night he got to play. One night you can't. You see it. You can't get a full. You can't get a full season out of him playing through. You can't. You won't. You can't, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not foreseeable future. I would say. I don't see it. So, but Philly would be a likely choice. I would assume. But don't be surprised if he come to New York. Real talk. He come to New York. New York getting another. We back to back. He come to New York. We're back to back. We're back to back. He come to New York and he ain't even, and the beauty of it all, he ain't even got to carry that workload with New York like he would have to. Well, like, hold on, let me say this. He may not have to do the workload like that with Miami too. Philly, you're gonna have to put because I'm nice that Beeb ain't gonna play because you gotta understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, uh, yeah. So I I would love to see him go to New York. That would be a good look. Back to I really think that would give us an extra chance, more of a chance, better of a chance, all the above to get to the NBA finals. In it, yeah, all the way, all the way with LeBron. So I'm saying, Nick, if you hear me, get LeBron, get Bron, and accept his son too. I'm just saying, bring Bron, bring little Bron, yeah, yo, yeah, hey, bring him. I'm just saying. You see what the LA did? To keep him happy. I'm just saying, bring him along. I know you might have to might have to push somebody off the bench that may deserve it, but hey, if you want to take that gamble, I would say bring little Brawny. Yeah, take the package deal, and plus he's taking less too. You ain't got to give little Braun that much, definitely not. And you give LeBron don't even want that much. He's willing to accept league minimum. Yeah. So yeah, you got a good chance. And by the way, the Lakers, oh my God, you sleep on them. I understand they looking. I understand. I understand. Hey, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But don't sleep on them. Them boys gonna come to play. They gonna show up every night. They gonna come to play and they gonna show up every night. So don't sleep on the Lakers. I understand. Yeah, hey, they all Caucasian and whatnot, but hey, they might pull it off. They gonna be somewhere in the mix. I don't see them coming out of the West. Definitely, too many good teams. I don't definitely see them coming out of the West, and I see a lot of teams definitely putting the muscle game in Brody, and the intimidation gonna be in full effect. Yeah, I really see that. I really see that with that team. I really see that in the future, in the forecast for that team, the Lakers. I would like to see. I know they're gonna put it definitely. Take the over. Take the over. Them boys gonna shoot. Listen to me. Take the over with the Lakers. Like God dog it. They gonna be putting some numbers up. One thing I'm definitely gonna say, I'm taking over because I know them boys gonna put the money, they're gonna put the numbers up. Definitely. Anyway, moving right along. We're gonna stay in the sports. So we're gonna stay in the sports and I wanna not to try to diminish or dim this this the light for this team, right? But yeah, we're gonna talk about the FIFA, soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. Certain teams shouldn't be there. I'm just gonna tell it like that. A lot, they gotta really like. All jokes aside, they really gotta tighten up. They really gotta tighten up because the blatant, the blatant bull crap that's been shown in front of. mass, a million, billions, a lot, or whatever. How you want to dress them, but they seen it and see the unfairness and the treatment and how some of you understand calls was made. They got. I'm just gonna say they got to tighten up. They got to tighten up. Like that's crazy, man. Certain teams shouldn't be there. I don't care what you say. Yeah. Certain teams should not be there. Period. You shouldn't be there. You should. You're not the better. You won. Yeah. Yeah. But you should not be there. Period. But due to the powers that be, you are there. So just keep that in mind. So France defeated Morocco 2-0. Spain defeated Belgium 2-1 to advance. England defeated Norway 2-1 to advance. And Argentina defeated Switzerland 3-1. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So I got this going down like this. This is the match July 14th. You got France versus Spain. And July 15th, you got England versus Argentina. I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction. And if this prediction comes through, I want all y'all to tune in to SP Hustle Hard, the Rec Room. Tune in, lock in. So I'm gonna make my prediction, and this is what I'm riding with. I'm going with Spain and Argentina. Spain and Argentina. I'm going with Spain and Argentina all the way. That's my prediction. Tune in, lock in. Spain and Argentina. And my upset. Maybe I'm going with my heart on this one. Yeah, more than likely I am. Just because. Just because. Just because. But I got Spain winning it all. I'm riding with Spain. Spain is going to win it all. They're going to knock off France, and I got them knocking off Argentina. That's my pick. That's my pick. Tune in, lock in. I'm here. This is SP, Hustle Hard, the Rec Room presents. Yeah, you already know. You already know. We in the building. We are in the building. We are in the building. And that's my pick. I'm riding with Spain versus Argentina. And then I got Spain winning it all. That's what I see. I see Spain taking it all, man. Real talk. I see them taking it all. I see Spain taking it all. You know, this is the Rec Room public service announcement, right? Encore. 3 nights, one legend, zero debates. Yeah. Encore. 3 nights, one legend, and zero debates. Zero. But let's keep it right. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. So changing gears, Now, mind you, like, listen, people, this is my bet with y'all. If Spain pull this off, I want to see you here with me. Yeah, lock in. Like, yo, subscribe and lock in. Spain, I'm riding with Spain. Spain gonna pull it off. They will beat Argentina. You got it. You heard it here first. I will play this back. Spain will beat Argentina. I got Spain versus Argentina. And if Argentina wins, it's because, the powers that be. That's all I'm saying. But no, no, no. I'm not gonna go in that direction. I'm not. Nah. I'm riding with Spain. I'm riding with Spain to take it off. Messi, you a beast. You are a gun. You a legend. You are definitely a legend. But I'm riding with Spain just because I'm riding with Spain, and I feel uh, they gonna pull it off. I like Spain to pull it off. Real talk. I like Spain to pull it off. So this is my bet with y'all. Spain pull it off. Be here. Tune in. I want all your Spain, Argentinas. Yeah, all your tune in, lock in right here, right here. Yeah. Well, we hustle to keep you in tune right here. Anyway, hitting gears, changing. This is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. Um, I want to talk about this situation right here, right? And people, you need to understand and fact check it. And fact check it. Google it. Google it. That's me. Google it. So the feed is getting personal. And what I mean about your feed, your algorithm, the whole situation, what you watch, what's being shown to you without you even, looking it up or whatever have you. And the algorithm is shifting hard towards personalization, meaning your feed is no longer built for your interests. It's built for your behavioral fingerprint. It's built for your behavioral fingerprint. That's that's what it is. Make it make sense. See, the good thing about it, right? The good thing about it, personalization means your content finds the exact people who want or agree with you or on the same level as you. Put it like that. You're just going to keep it simple. Platforms are using real-time behavioral signals, and this and this is crazy how advanced this is. This right here, like this is getting here now. It's like really like, it's really getting there. Like, these platforms are using real-time behavioral signal, pause, rewind, micro hovers to push content with insane accuracy. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Small creators are blowing up because the algorithm doesn't care about follower counts, only viewers' behavior. Wow. 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 Like, wow. Yeah. Yeah. The algorithm is sick. They created something, man. I see the Terminator type situation in the future really going down. But the bad about it, this is the bad. That was the good that I gave you. The bad about it, the feed becomes echo chamber. You only see what reinforce existing world views. Hyper personalization reduce discovery. You stop seeing new creators unless they match your behavioral pattern. Content that triggers emotion, fear, outrage, my bad, outrage, get pushed harder because its creator strong behavioral fingerprint. Creators feel more pressure to make content that feeds the machine. I said mechanism, but the machine, not content that feeds their creativity. So, yeah, so all y'all with this behavioral or this backwards thinking or this smart with thinking or whatever have you, however you want to dress it up. Just understand, a lot of them is just telling you what you want to hear and not what you need to hear. So be able, yeah. Oh, because they, coach you on, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of creators out there that they don't care about how or how much you hate or who you hate. They gonna feed that because they know you gonna. It's like when you put a worm on a hook and you just drop it in the ocean or you drop it whatever you going fishing and somebody's about to bite. Some fish gonna keep his mouth open and gonna end up on the hook. But that guy that dropped that worm down may not feel like you feel, but just know that you're a hater or you're a player or whatever have you, or you on this time and you on that time and you believe in this and da, 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 da. Yeah, you like this and you're, you know, you even if you're religious, they're gonna play on that just for the simple fact they know that you gonna bite the hook. Yeah, yeah. This is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe, where we keep you in tune. Lock in, lock in. So all, yeah, whatever you believe in, whatever you hate, don't hate, like, whatever preference you ride with, just know not every content you see and the person that's behind pushing that content, right, is on the same type of time, but they just know what you dislike and what you do like. Just saying. Just saying. So yeah, that was the good and the bad of it. Here's the ugly. Here's the ugly. Platforms can't predict your mood before you consciously feel it. Wow, that's crazy. And you think it's a game. Y'all really think that this is a game? It's not a game. Like, yo, we are advancing. The future is here. Everything's moving forward, and it's only keep moving forward. Yeah, it's sad. It's even sad when you got people asking AI who to vote for. They don't. Yeah, like AI going to really. Yeah, man, and that's a story for another day. But anyway, your feed becomes a psychological mirror, psychological mirror. My bad. Psychological mirror, reflecting your insecurities, fear, desires, and back at you. And I just said that. I just said that. Like, people going to attack what you like and what you dislike and agree with and what you don't agree with. I just said that. Just Google it, right? Rewind, yeah. And they gonna ride on that. A lot of, and you can't be mad at them. They trying to get money. They hustling. They trying to get money. How you gonna be mad? You should be mad at yourself because you just biting a hook, not knowing that this person don't care about how you feel or what you believe in. It's just going to ride that wave, like a lot of other people that's out there right now with certain organizations and certain this and certain that. They don't care. They don't feel the same way you feel, by the way. But you ride with them because what they say resonate with you. They don't feel like what you feel. They don't, yeah. They just know how to resonate with you. Let's just say that. Hyper personalization can manipulate behavior, what you buy, what you believe, who you trust, how you vote. And I just said that. A lot of people is going to turn into AI. You can't make this madness up. A lot of people are turning to AI to ask AI who they should vote for. That's crazy. A lot of people are turning to these, but to each his own. But then again, like I like I said before in my previous streams and live broadcasts and whatnot, um, everybody use AI. Even I. I'm not going to fraud. I'm not going to. I ain't going to sugarcoat. I ain't going to dance around it. I use AI. I ask AI certain things. Yeah, I do. But one thing I'm not going to do is ask AI who I should vote for. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm gonna use my own brain for that one. And then really, it doesn't matter. Is I'm just saying, I'm gonna use my own brain. Period. When it comes to situations like that, so you got to learn to set aside the difference when it comes to certain things of asking AI. And mind you, AI use up a lot of water. Just saying. So anyway, the algorithm isn't just content, it's shaping your identity. I'm just saying. I mean, it don't. I know this may not register with a lot of people, and it's cool. But those that do register with and that's in tune and locked in with me, yeah, fact check it. Google it. If you don't believe me, Google it. Google it. Yeah, Google. Yeah, yeah. Google is the new encyclopedia. But I also want you to understand there's a lot of bias in AI, believe it or not. Fact check that too if you don't believe me. It's a lot of bias. A lot. You know what I mean? Because this is the crazy part. And I want y'all to understand. The algorithm used to show you what you like. Now it shows you who you are. Make it make sense. And it's crazy. And I'm gonna break it down to you, you know, every pause, every scroll, every late night search become a fingerprint in the feed. It's not personalized, it's predictive. Man, that's why I tell my kids, even me, because I see myself getting caught and I gotta shake it. It's addictive. The new drug, the new high. It's like you gotta shake yourself from being on. You gotta reset some way somehow. It's addictive. Scrolling, texting, or asking AI this and that and that. Next thing you know, and I know you see it. It's crazy. Like you could be talking to this person next door to you, like, yo, yeah, but I'm thinking about doing this or buying this or going here. Next thing you know, you go look in your phone, that shit pop all up. That pop all, it all pops up. It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's real. It's serious. It's serious. It's shaping the way people believe. It's shaping the way people think. It's changing a lot. It's changing a lot. And who can you really be mad at? Yourself, of course, because you're allowing your own brain to stop functioning how it was meant to lock in with an algorithm that was fed over time so much, and it's like in tune. It knows this thing is serious. This thing is serious. Lock in, twin, lock in, lock in. Anyway, this is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, checking me out. It's a beautiful thing. Listen, I know y'all could be anywhere other than here, but I appreciate y'all being here with me, locked in. Like, subscribe, and share. We only getting better. We gonna be somewhere else soon, and we gonna get back to this. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna chat about this again because people, you need to understand, it's serious. Also, excuse me. Also, I want y'all to check out my Rec Room recap and the Rec Room, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, that be me. Yeah, that be me. So check it out. See, I aim to keep people in tune. Keep them in tune. Keep them going. Keep them focused. Like the post, like daily news. Yeah, keep you in tune. Keep you locked in. And sometimes I know it may sound like that I'm being biased or picking this side. No, it's not so much about picking sides. It's standing on facts. It's giving you something alternative to the bull crap that you've been hearing or you've been listening to or you've been getting through your feed. That's what I do here. That's what Hustle Hard do here. That's what VL Tap Then do here. That's what M Dollar do here. These are my compadres. And I can't forget Blue Gotti. We in the building tomorrow. So lock in, tune in. We're here tomorrow. Me and Blue Gotti. We're going to shed some light, more light on this. Real talk. And I want everybody to tune in. And like I said, Spain and Argentina. Spain going to take it all. Spank them. Yeah. This is SP Hustle Hard. Like and subscribe. Thank you for everybody tuning in, liking and subscribing. Please stay in tune and please keep watching. You're only getting better.